Good afternoon. In today's In the Meantime, I want to offer a short reflection on physics, eternal life, the soul, and what is commonly referred to as the afterlife. My sister-in-law passed away this week. I find myself on Wednesday early morning looking at gray skies and a kind of funk. Not that I fear death, but I wish the mystery of the next step were not so mysterious. The subatomic particles, and there are 6 of these, called a neutrino, may seem like a strange place to start, but please bear with me. Neutrinos have generated a lot of Nobel Prizes, beginning with their mathematical formulation in 1961. Some theorists posit that a new kind of neutrino might explain the dark matter, quote unquote, in our universe. Now, as an aside, does anyone find it amusing that all of modern physics has absolutely no good theory for 90% of the universe, which is composed of dark matter? But I digress. A recent article on the possible new type of neutrino noted that the particle would have some mass. Here is the author's explanation. The new neutrino spontaneously changes to other types of neutrinos in flight. This won a Nobel Prize a few years ago in explaining why we don't observe the predicted ratios of neutrino types coming from our sun. The author noted that when a particle changes in flight to another particle, it experiences change. Therefore, it is subject to time. It's changing in time. As a particle in motion approaches the speed of light, time slows way down until you get to the speed of light, and time either stops or it simply disappears, depending upon your interpretation of the physics. Particles flying at the speed of light, photons of light, for example, have no mass and are not subject to time. They never change. Particles traveling slower than light experience time. They can spontaneously change, and they have mass. Oxford mathematical physicist Sir Roger Penrose speculated that human consciousness may be coupled at the quantum level. This implies that the notion of people as independent, autonomous individuals with our own thoughts and privacy may be more fantasy and illusion than reality. The Chinese already use a form of quantum coupling for unbreakable encrypted communication with their spy satellites, so quantum coupling is not so far-fetched. The Chinese are a decade ahead of us in that field, by the way, which is, I find, more than scary. But it is demonstrably true that human beings move slower than the speed of light. We all have some mass, some more than others, and we are all subject to time, while we are bound by the confines of the cells of our bodies and time and space. But what happens when, as the old song said, when my feeble life is o'er, time shall be no more? On that bright eternal shore, let it be, Lord, let it be. The Greeks speculated about the immortality of the soul, which the Apostle Paul imported into Christianity. Such a doctrine is not fundamentally Christian, but what would it be like to not be subject to time? If you were to join the Creator and exist outside the realm of time, there would be no change because change happens in time. This implies that everything that is now, was before, and ever shall be is already known to the Creator. Is what we think of as a human soul, psyche in Greek or nephesh in Hebrew, is that soul a collection of massless particles trapped in the body during life by some quantum entanglement and released after death? Were the Greeks really onto something? Do these massless particles contain all the information about the person's life? In our frame of reference, they would fly away at the speed of light. In God's frame, they're motionless. In whatever language we choose to think about it, Annie has joined the creator of the universe and everything that it was, that is now, and ever shall be. She is part of the heavenly chorus. And if you go outside early in the morning when the air is still before the birds start chirping and you listen, you can sometimes hear angels sing. Rest in peace, Annie.